4, 5, and 10. Okay, hello, internet world. This is Norma Joe. I'm gonna make one video tonight. Here's my baby. Anyways, yeah, it's all I have time for, so let me do it quickly. Let me see. Okay, Dark Riders. Cheerio, old chap. They tip their hats to him. Gandalf. Cheerio, he tips back. Pause. Gandalf quickly does a double take. Hey, wait a minute. A little epic scene of all the Dark Riders riding out in slow-mo, accompanied by the Satan song from The Omen. I think that's how it goes. Okay, that's done now, bye. Cut to Gandalf arriving at the libraries. It's a huge, super rundown building, crumbling, looking like it saw biblical times and hasn't been touched since. A few teenagers are gathered around the front steps, lounging on their phones, texting, playing games, etc. I forgot when this was written. I think it was only like 10 years ago. I don't remember. Something like that. Maybe a little less, like 8 years ago or something. I don't remember. But I don't think I wrote, this wasn't like a high school one, or this wasn't like a college one. I'm pretty sure this is like straight up like, you know, early 20s, mid 20s, something. I don't know what this was. Okay, Gandalf looks around at all of them. Why don't you pick up a goddamn book for once? Of course. He stomps inside and slams the door shut behind him. The whole place rattles. Gandalf all huffily. Goddamn new generation. They think libraries aren't fun, huh? Look at this place. It's a goldmine of entertainment. The camera pans around to show stacks upon stacks of disorganized, sloppy piles of books and papers, covered in dust and cobwebs. Gandalf plops himself down in a chair. Actually, though, it's a hammock. A hammock made of cobwebs. Gandalf, yeah, that's more like it. Getting all comfortable. He grabs this big-ass tome type of book, but when he opens it, all the pages crumble to dust and fall out. Gandalf, ... Damn. Suddenly there's a voice from behind him. Voice, hey Gandalf. Gandalf, huh? He looks up. A ghostly figure of Isildur appears out of thin air, sitting on top of a stack of books. Gandalf, what are you doing here? Isildur, oh, you know, I kinda haunt this place. My diaries are here, so yeah. He drops his voice to a low mumble. Plus my soul is like eternally bound here or something. Part of my horrible fate and all that, whatever. Gandalf, huh? Oh, I guess it's like, huh, because there's no question mark. Isildur, yeah, I wish I had never took that ring, you know, it really fucks up your life. But I just had to go for it, just because it looks pretty. He rolls his eyes at himself. What do you want, you know? I'm human. Gandalf, totally ignoring him. The ring. Horrible fate. Yes, of course. Oh yeah, I forgot this whole part is like, he's just trying to confirm that the ring is really the ring. It's like, of course. Of course it is. But okay, whatever. Isildur going on. Anyway, it's so cool you visited. I'm so lonely. I swear, if I wasn't already dead, I would have killed myself like a million times. Seriously. So what do you want to do? Play blackjack, Yahtzee, Carmen Sandiego, the board game? Yahtzee and Carmen Sandiego are spelled wrong, I think. Actually, no, San Diego is spelled just like the city, right? I don't know, whatever. I'm seriously down for anything. Pause. Isildur. Gandalf? He looks around. Gandalf! Sound of the door shutting. Isildur flies to the window and looks out, only to see Gandalf riding away. Isildur, Gandalf, damn it, you ain't shit! That's a reference to Black Dynamite. There's one, they always say you ain't shit, and then there's one episode where there's a car, and the car is Eartha Kitt, I think, and then she's like, at first she wants to have sex with Black Dynamite, everyone does, and then, but then for some fucking reason she turns evil, I can't remember why, and then anyway, basically at the end, they have the car, like, drive up some bleachers, and then she, like, falls off into, like, a pit, or something, like an endless pit or something, where she dies, and she's like, you ain't shit, as she falls. So that's kind of what I was going for. Anyways, he angrily shoves over a pile of books, accidentally censoring himself in the process with a crash. Okay, I guess it wasn't you ain't shit, it was like, you ain't something like that. I don't know. Alright, y'all. Oh god, I did the thing I hate. Alright, you guys. I'll just change it to that. Cue the, oh yeah, but I wrote it W apostrophe A-L-L instead of, I mean, not W-Y apostrophe A-L-L instead of, Y-A apostrophe, I don't know, however you, I saw something online one time of some southern person being like, this is the right way to spell it, so I tried to be authentic. Alright, cue the Damien Omen music again, because here comes the scary Dark Knights. They ride through the Shire, right up to some innocent hobbit guy just chopping wood in front of his house, with a dog tied up nearby. Dog starts barking. Woof, woof. Dark Rider number 1, silence beast. Dark Rider number 2, tell us where Bilbo Baggins lives or we'll chop you in two. Innocent hobbit guy, oh no. Rider number 2, long ways. Hobbit, no. Rider number 3, don't listen to those guys, they're just being dicks, but could you please tell me where he lives? Hobbit, oh yeah, right down that way, points. Rider number 3, thank you, to the other riders, see, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar, you guys. Rider number 1, psh. Rider number 2, whatever, Mr. Good Cop. Rider number 1, this is why none of the rest of us want to sit next to you at lunch. They all ride off bickering. Hobbit, well that's something you don't see every day. Dog stands up on his back legs and puts on a monocle. Is this the fucking Simpsons? No, it most certainly is not. Piece of wood, in tiny squeaky voice. Don't chop me, please, I beg of you. The Hobbit chops it anyway. Piece of wood, tiny scream. It's so sad. That's how I imagine it to sound. And that was the part I know you've all been waiting for. I know, the most anticipated scene of the whole movie. Drum roll, please. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Table dancing! All caps. Table dancing. Cut to Mary and Perry dancing on top of a table in the pub, bouncing around like they're in a 1980s mosh pit, and just did some coke lines to Blitzkrieg Pop. Mary and Perry singing along. Da-na-na-na-na, 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 let's drink pop. Hey, let's go. See him in the sandbox. Let's drink pop. Okay. That's what I thought the song was saying before I realized the name. I thought it was Let's Drink Pop. That's what it sounds like, right? Anyways, pan over to a table in the pub where this middle-aged drunk-ass dude is talking a bunch of shit. Oh, again? Okay. Drunk guy slurring. Let me tell you something. Every woman's a whore and every man's a fucker. Don't trust nobody. Don't ever leave your town. Hell, don't even leave your block. You don't need no education. Fuck that shit. You know what education is? It's a sin. Hey Sam, you listening to me? Pan over to show Sam sitting across from him. Sam quietly smokes some weed out of a pipe. He just nods. Drunk guy. And quit hanging around with that Frodo kid. He's crazy. He's got the crazy gene. Just look at his fucking uncle. What a crack pipe. You can tell the apple doesn't fall far from the tree in that family, let me tell ya. I could never stand that guy. I'm so glad he's gone now. No offense, Frodo. Pan over to show Frodo sitting next to Sam. Oh, that's another one of those, like, moments. Frodo quietly drinks his beer. Drunk guy. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is don't run into trouble. Stay out of trouble's ass and trouble will stay out of yours. Get me? I think this is based off one time I was in Florida and I went to a bar and there was this guy spouting off all this really sexist ass shit, but he was saying some nice things too about like wanting to help the poor and improve the world, but then he was saying some really fucked up shit like women shouldn't have tattoos, even though I have tattoos, and it was Florida at nighttime, so my arms were bare and he could clearly see I have tattoos. But I don't know, I just sat there and listened to him as long as he wanted to talk, which was a long time because I don't fucking know. It just seemed appropriate. I just felt like I should listen to him. So, you never know. Okay, where was I? Yeah, trouble will stay out of trouble's ass and trouble will stay out of yours. Hit me. Frodo. Well, can't argue with that logic, I guess. Cut to outside. There's so many, like, pointless scenes. Like, I should have never done a play-by-play, because there's so many scenes that are just, like, just extra. Cut to outside the pub. It's the end of the night. Everyone's going home. Sam, sorry about what my dad said in there. He gets weird when he drinks. ... And when he's sober. Frodo, it's okay. Sam, hey, there's Rosie. Let me say bye to her. He goes over, but right at the extremely last second, another random dude just swoops in and intercepts him. Guy makes a kissy lips at Sam. Makes a sign of a tear falling down his cheek. Walks away with Rosie before she even sees Sam. Frodo and Sam. Damn, harsh. Cut to Frodo back at home, sitting on the couch, flipping through TV stations. Frodo, boring, not in the mood, boring, yeah, that's how it goes. The camera film then suddenly has a weird burn/splice edit type of thing. Now, all of a sudden, it's the next day in bright sunlight, and Frodo and Sam are walking out in a big cornfield. They have full backpacks on, and they're traveling clothes and all that. Wow, okay. A whole section got cut out. I forgot about that. That's funny as hell. I guess I was getting sick of the play-by-play. Frodo blinks his eyes and looks around. What just happened? Sam. Oh, the movie was getting really stale, so I edited the last scene out. I like how Sam's the editor. Cut to some action, right? Yeah, how much shit did he cut out? He cut out like a good fucking like 20 minutes, I think, or at least 10, I don't know. Frodo. But now the audience isn't gonna know how Gandalf gave me the ring and stuff. Sam. What's to know? You got the ring. We're here now. Whoop-de-whoop. I mean, we missed out on like one Ebonics joke. Big fucking deal. God, we can do without that. Suddenly Sam stops in his tracks in the cornfield. Sam, this is it. Frodo, what? Sam. This spot right here is the furthest I've ever been from home. I could never get past here before. He looks up cautiously at a scary, clown-faced scarecrow that's posted up nearby. Sam whispers, "It's 'cause of that guy. He said things to me." Frodo laughs. Haha, whatever, let's go. He grabs Sam's hand and pulls him along. Frodo, that kind of reminds me of another Bilbo story. He was so strange sometimes. Like this one time. Flashback to a disheveled, oh god, another one of these things. A disheveled and disturbed-looking Bilbo huddled up on the couch, all wrapped up in a blanket, but looking like he's probably naked underneath it. Oh man, is this the time he killed a bunch of girls in London, and then he said that he was higher than everybody else, so they fucking gave him a lobotomy? What about that time, right? He has a magic 8-ball, and is clutching it desperately in a death grip, turning it over and over. Frodo comes in through the front door, making a daisy chain. Come on outside, Bilbo, it's so pretty out today. Look at the sunshine. Bilbo snaps at him. Close the goddamn door. I can't go out. Are you crazy? It's too dangerous. I could get a disease. A hawk could come down. Don't you know how dangerous it is just stepping outside? Oh, I know. I have to wait until the ball says it's safe. He frantically turns over the magic 8-ball. Bilbo, can I go out tomorrow? Unlikely. Can I go out this week? Ask again later. How much later? Exit flashback. Sam, geez, I'm sure glad we're not like that. I'm so glad we're not like that. I think that's what was supposed to be said. Cut to the two of them just chilling in the crook of a tree and smoking a bowl. Again. Oh, God, they smoke so much weed. Just like I used to. But then, from a distance, they start to hear music. Sam and Frodo look at each other, then creep up a little higher into the branches to take a peek. They see a bunch of mystical-looking elves down in a glen, just lounging on rocks and on the ground. Frodo and Sam. Whoa, elves. Time for a musical number, party people. All the elves start singing, like the Who's down in Whoville. Oh, sorta. Elf number 1. When the moon is... I could totally imagine this, right here. Is in the 7th house. Elf number 2. And Jupiter aligns with Mars. Elf number 3. Then peace will guide the planet. Elf number 4. And love will steer the stars. They all start dancing and leaping around in a circle like a bunch of hippies. All elves singing. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius. Elf number 1 drops her robe, going totally nude. I like the idea that, like, they're just draped, and then, like, they just pull it off, like, like a bathrobe, and they're all naked. Harmony and understanding. Elf number 2 also drops naked and stretches out on a rock. Sympathy and trust abounding. They all get naked and toss their robes around, doing the flower child dance all through the glen. Elf number 3. Something, something, our derision. He doesn't even know the lyrics. Elf number 4. Golden, living dreams of vision. Mystic crystal revelation. And the mind's true liberation. Aquarius, Aquarius. Okay, yeah, that's great. Frodo and Sam, whoa. Yeah, we should go back and edit the movie to put that scene in there. I think this should be done. Cut again. Random scene. This time Frodo and Sam are camping out on the ground. Sam, oh, this is unfucking comfortable. This is why I hate camping. Frodo, drifting off to sleep. Just imagine you're somewhere warm and cozy. Sam, I guess. Frodo, like in the slashed open belly of some giant sheep creature. Is this a fucking Star Wars reference? God, Jesus. This is like fucking Robot Chicken. All caressed by the soft wool and the blood congealing around you. Like you're a fetus and it's the soft, gooey uterine wall. And the still warm intestines wrapping around your naked flesh, comforting you, holding you like the sweet, sweet tentacle arms. Sam, weirded out emoji face. At least he didn't say they smell worse than the outside or whatever he said. I don't know. Frodo, relaxed sigh. Good night. He reaches up and pulls a light string, which is somehow hanging there out of thin air. That's weird. The two of them are plunged into darkness. I like the idea that, yeah, there's just, like, switches and strings and pull cords and shit like that, just kind of, like, floating out in nature, because they're in a weird ethereal land. It's like the holodeck or something. Okay. The two of them are plunged into darkness, but as they lay in the dark, suddenly the light bulb flickers, and we see the scary figure of one of the dark riders. Ooh, creepy! Oh yeah, it's like that's cool, kind of cool. Cut to the next day. Gandalf is riding his horse at full speed up to the Iron Tower, also known as Eisen Tower, as Saruman narrates. Saruman, voiceover. And thus behold my beautiful keep, of sleek and shiny design, unbreakable, unmatched. The Grey Wizard speeds to my threshold with dire haste. Gandalf gets off his horse in front of Saruman. Why are you narrating now? Pan over to show Saruman sitting on the front steps of the tower with a pen and a copy of the script. Saruman. Oh, you know, just breaking the fourth wall. He puts away the script and the two of them start walking together and chatting, catching up, etc. Gandalf. Yeah, can you believe the evil-ass ring was in Bunnytown the whole time? I mean, mind blown. Saruman raises an eyebrow at him. I thought you knew that since The Hobbit. I mean, come on, man. You need to lay off the ecstasy for a while. Mind blown indeed. Ooh, this. They're suddenly teleported inside. Saruman is awesome. Gandalf, wow, how'd we do that? Saruman, writing in the script. I have acquired certain powers since we last spoke. He shuts the script. Saruman. Alright, time to get down to business. Let's talk Sauron. Is it suspicious that our names sound alike? No, I don't think so. Who hasn't commented on that? Anyway, whatever. You better gear up, old buddy. I thought it said old bunny. Old buddy, old pal, because the eye is coming. Yes, the eye. This is all caps every time it says eye. The big-ass eye of fire that can see through everything. Even clothes. He does the undressing with his eyes thing. Oh, okay, I guess it's more like... I don't know what that looked like until I see the playback, but yeah. Where was I? Gandalf. Ugh, uncomfortable moments in this movie. Saruman keeps talking. Beware the eye. A giant abyss. A grand chalice. An endless crevice. Wide open, gaping, surrounded by lips of flame. Gandalf stifling his laughter. Saruman, what's so funny? Cut to another room. Saruman goes up to a table with a towel on it and whips the towel off, revealing a crystal ball. Saruman, behold! Gandalf, he frantically runs over and covers the ball back up with the towel. Gandalf, don't do that. You know we're not supposed to do that because someone evil might see us looking while we're trying to spy on them. Addresses the audience directly. Did you guys get all that? It's like a window. Saruman, psh, have some fun. Stop being such a tight ball sack. Gandalf, oh, excuse me? When did you start going all Breakfast Club, huh? Breakfast Club? Okay, whatever. I think that script writing is going to your head. Saruman, no way. Gandalf, then you won't mind if I do this. He snatches the script away and goes running off with it. What the fuck is a cat doing? Saruman chases him all around the room trying to get it back. Gandalf scribbles in the script. Saruman eats shit. Saruman slips on the floor and eats hella shit. I don't think that's literal. Saruman, oh, that's how you want it, huh? Well, bring it the fuck on then. I'm evil now, and there's nothing you can do about it. He reaches into his robe and pulls out, dun dun dun, a second copy of the script. No! Saruman writing. Gandalf slaps himself. Gandalf starts slapping himself uncontrollably. Gandalf scribbles. Saruman beats himself up. Saruman starts bouncing all around the walls like that part in Fight Club where Ed Norton whoops his own ass in the office. Then Gandalf starts breakdancing. It all just gets really fucking weird. Cut to another day yet again. Sam and Frodo are walking again, through a field again. Sam takes Frodo's hand. Let's hold hands for the whole rest of the journey, so we don't lose each other. Won't that be nice? Frodo, ... looks at their clasped hands. That's weird. Why am I reminded of that South Park episode where, Butters and Cartman can't stop holding hands? Or some shit. Sam. You know what? One time I was hanging out with my friends, and we were supposed to go on a ferry together. A ferry boat thing, you know, across the bay. And they fucking left me. They fucking left me on the shore because they don't really give a fuck about me. They're just like, oh, if it's convenient. But no, I built my whole fucking plans around that shit. And then I was left. I was left at the dock because they didn't feel like waiting for me. They didn't value me. And they didn't value my presence. And so then the next time I was supposed to go on the ferry with them, I was like, you guys better not leave me. And then my friend was like, oh, do you want to hold hands? I was like, yes. Yes, because I will not be left behind again. Anyway, that's all.